Right, well, good morning and welcome to another episode of Packrafting Essentials here at Vildmark. So today we're going to be taking a look at pack rafting with your four-legged friends, give you some hints and tips, and just to answer a few questions on whether it is safe to do it. So first things first, with my dog Marley, she is a springador and she is built for the water. She's been in and out of the water since she was, knee-high to a grasshopper, so she is well averse to being in the water. She can swim for miles and miles and miles, this dog. So one of the main things first is getting your dog used to the water. That's the first thing. You don't want to get your dog into your pack raft and then it decides to jump out and then it really starts to freak out because it's never been in the water before. So the main thing is make sure your dog is swimming properly and used to the water. So the main question I get asked is the dog's claws going to puncture the pack raft? And the answer is no, really, as long as it's a decent made pack raft. I mean, we've got a micro raft here. It's got a denier of 420 on the TPU there, so it's a really strong pack raft, and Marley's in and out of this pack raft all of the time. She's jumping in after fish, after ducks, in and out when we're doing portage and stuff, and she's just clambering all around it all the time, and we've never had an incident when it comes to claws going through the pack raft. So in a nutshell, no, your dog's claws aren't going to puncture your pack raft. So the main thing, like I say, is getting your dog used to the water and then introduce them into a pack raft. Do a dry setup like what we've done today and just get them used to sitting in the pack raft before taking them out into the water. Now Marley, she's quite used to being in the pack raft now, and one of the best ways to actually get your dog used to being in the pack raft and putting all the gear on and getting in and out is with a plastic rattle. So a bag of jerky. She will literally do anything for a bag of jerky. Marley, what's this? Come on, in. And then just getting her playing around on the pack raft. Come on, in. Jumping up and down, and as you can see, she's up and on the pack raft and the claws are not doing anything. Come and sit down. Come and sit down. Come on, in. 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 That's it. Come around. Come on, in. They always say never work with dogs or children, don't they? Come on, in. In. Come on. Come on, in. Good girl, aren't you? Right, now keeping your dog warm while you're in your pack raft. Now, pretty much when she's running around, she's keeping herself warm, no matter what time of the year it is, whether she's in or out of the river through the winter, she's keeping herself warm because she's burning energy and she's running around. As soon as she sits inside of that pack raft, that's when she starts to get cold. And she's getting cold from two reasons, really. So she's actually just conducting the cold from the bottom of the pack raft. So that's why I'd recommend cutting like a piece of a yoga mat or an old mill mat to fit the inside of the pack raft. So you're actually insulating the dog from the floor there. And then she's going to want a jacket on as well. So on a day like today when it's not absolutely freezing cold, we've got a little sort of under jacket that we're going to put on underneath her buoyancy aid. And then once the pack raft's inflated, she will literally just sit inside of that boat and wait until we're ready to go out onto the water. So one thing to mention as well is your kit's going to get dirty. It really is. With them jumping in and out, they're covered in mud. And if they're anything like her, when she likes to roll in anything that comes out of a fox's ass, you're going to end up stinking as well. So it's really important to put a buoyancy aid on your dog. Now you might think I'm being a bit hypocritical because I don't use a buoyancy aid with Marley all the time, but that's because we know the river very, very well here. She can get in and out of the river on any sides. She spends most of her life in this river, whether she's just swimming or she's retrieving and stuff. She absolutely loves this river here. So you might think I'm being a bit hypocritical, but if you're new to it and your dog's new to it, then I'd definitely recommend a buoyancy aid for your dog. The great thing about a buoyancy aid is as well, it will give a little bit of thermal properties as well, so it will keep your dog a little bit warmer. And the other good thing about buoyancy aids is they've got a handle, most of them have got a handle on the top, so it makes it really easy to drag the dog back into the pack raft if she's gone out for a swim. Now when it comes to buoyancy aids, don't buy the cheapest one that you can find on Amazon or eBay. You need one that's actually, you can try on, make sure it fits the dog properly, and it is actually, it's fit for purpose. That's the main thing. So we're going to get this on Marley. We're going to head out for a day's paddling on the river, and I'll show you just some of the other bits that we do just to make life pack rafting together a little bit easier. Now Marley has put a bit of Christmas timber on since we last had this one on, I think. So it just velcros around the front there. It's got a nice bit of buoyancy on the front there, and then we've just got the velcro that comes underneath there, and then the straps will just come underneath. And you see, she spent most of her life with harnesses on, with buoyancy aids on, so she's really, really used to it. So if you've got a dog that you're not that's not used to wearing buoyancy aids, then it's really important to spend your time just, even at home, just putting these on, getting your bag of treats out, and just getting them used to, sit down, sit, and just getting them used to wearing the buoyancy aid and their jackets. So the thing is with Marley, she's got a bit of separation anxiety. She hates being on the land when I'm in the packraft or vice versa. And what happens is she'll try and get in or try and get out, and she'll knock something in, she'll knock you over and stuff. So the main thing is just trying to teach the dog to actually wait until you're ready to actually get the dog in or out of the packraft. Now it's low tide down here today, so it's a bit tricky to actually get into the water here. So I'm just going to show you some of the things that I do just to make it a little bit easier to get myself set up before getting the dog in. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm using my paddle and my paddle leash as just a little bit of an anchor on the shore there, and then I'm just going to push the packraft round and just rest the nose up here, and then Marley's going to stay, aren't you? And then I'm going to get into the packraft, and then she's going to jump in. Wait, wait, right, in, sit down. Good girl. So there we go. She will literally sit in this position, and that's her paddling position right between my legs here. I'm pretty much as far back as I need to be on my packraft there, and she'll sit in the center there like that. She might stick her head onto the side there as well. But obviously, if this is your first sort of go, just remember your snack pack with you as well, and then that will keep her quite happy as we're paddling along for the day. What's this? Meat. So there we go. Right, let's go for a paddle. It's been a while since I've been out on the river, actually. All the willows are in blossom. Spring has sprung. Hopefully the rain will stop. So yeah, so it's literally just a case of just getting the dog used to everything, really. And like I say, you know, she's quite happy sat in here. She'll sit there and just watch the world go by, watching all the ducks and the birds and stuff. And she's quite happy sitting in this packraft for a long period of time there. What you do need to think about, if it is the summer and she's wearing a buoyancy aid, is she getting too hot? But then generally if she gets too hot, she'll just get up and just jump into the river herself, and then she just needs hauling out. Like I say, it is really, really handy having a handle on the top of the buoyancy aid, because she will literally just swim up to the packraft. She'll put her paws onto the side there, and then you can just hoik her into the packraft there. So there we are. That's just a few little hints and tips on taking your dog with you when you're packrafting. Thank you for watching. My name is Martin, and if you're into your packrafting, then do have a look at the rest of their Packrafting Essential videos, and hopefully we'll catch you next time on the next one.